It's field trip day. Welcome. This is my school library. It's spring break, so no one's here, and I hope that the employees don't find me super annoying by doing this. That's why I have headphones in. I'm paying attention, don't worry, I'm not like jamming to some Justin Bieber or something. So anyway, I just got back from Ohio. I finished Queer and Pleasant Danger while I was there. Brief review, loved it. A lot of Scientology, which is a little bit hard to digest. It's hard to understand how someone gets wrapped up in something that seems so fake, but at the same time, it's so interesting. I really liked the parts that talked about being trans and the struggles that Kate Bordenstein, went through, and I'm really looking forward to reading more of her work. It was funny too at points, and it was really grounding in that it was very real. It was brutal honesty, and that's what's best in a book, a memoir, because honestly, fiction is basically dishonesty, but you know what I mean. Hannibal. I have read The Red Dragon. I have read Silence of the Lambs. I've seen Silence of the Lambs. Very good movie. I wanted to talk about scary books because I don't like scary movies. I can't handle it. My imagination, too far. If I watch a scary movie that's so far-fetched because there's like aliens and stuff or whatever, I am still scared. It's going to happen. I don't know how many of the scary books I've read. I tried to read The Shining. I think I got 32 pages into it. Mind you, the cover was like silver and shiny and had like this faceless head. And it just looked at me without eyes. It looked at me. I got 32 pages into this book and had to put it down. And by put it down, I mean I handle it in the best possible way when I am confronted by scary books, and that is to put it in the freezer. Unfortunately, I was at school, so I had a mini fridge in the freezer, or in the fridge. And it went, and the only reason I didn't lock the mini fridge was because my roommate was like, what the hell are you doing? The reason why you put books in the fridge when you're scared is because then they can't get you. We learned this from Joey Tribbiani in Friends. Scary book in the fridge. Joey Tribbiani puts The Shining in the fridge. He read the whole book, remarkably. I have yet to put The Red Dragon or Silence of the Lambs or Hannibal into the fridge. I am a grown-up. No. The problem with this series is, though, I never pick appropriate times to read these books. And you need to. So when I read Red Dragon, I was doing research over the summer at school. And so I was in the basement of this really old building where bugs crawl with wild abandon. I'm in a basement and I'm reading about a serial killer? Like, what am I doing? And it was dark and no one was with me. And so I'd sit there and I would read. And I would read. And I would be terrified. And then I would have to walk to the train station in the dark and wait for the train in the dark with bugs flying everywhere and just, you could hear noises. And I made that choice. I made the choice to pick that book up at that moment. Good job, me. And then Silence of the Lambs, I think I read it during the school year when I was stressed out and I had a lot going on. And I was like, oh, I'll be fine. I'll just pick up something that's going to give me heart palpitations and it'll be great. I'll be totally good. And now I pick up Hannibal. I'm dog sitting in a big house in a rural area by myself this week. And this was my choice. I think there's something wrong with me. I'm very concerned. Help. They have a freezer. I should be golden. So I don't understand why people read scary shit. Like, I get it. I get it. Like, it's fun to have that, like, but I don't understand how people do it. I can't stop looking over my shoulder. I can't stop hyperventilating, and that's not true. But like, I have to actively shut down my imaginative side, because otherwise I lose it and I can't focus, and it's just gone. I'm gone. And that's how you should experience a book. You should be there. You should be present for everything. Another book that scared the crap out of me, The Road. That book was messed up, and I was just like, I'm doomed. I actually know a lot of people who were the year ahead of me in school, and they were reading that book for class, and this was during the 2008 ice storm in New England. And so we lost power in some areas for a full week. And these kids came back to school after, the ice had melted and we had civilization again. And they were like, I filled my bathtub. I was ready. This was it. Because the book had primed them to be like ready for an apocalypse. That book scared the crap out of me in a much different sense.